Hello, you guys. It's Gigi from Invite the Light, and I am coming to you with a bonus reading. Um, Let me just adjust the light here. I'm going to see if I have enough time. I'm going to do a reading on Selena, but I really kind of after yesterday because I had to be engaged with that Justin Bieber article about Hailey. I then became interested in it, so I'm bringing a bonus vid to you guys, which is good. And I just want to check and see what's going on because, one minute these two, are fighting or whatever, and then next minute they're like great and all this, or the other way around. One minute they're great and all this, but then the next minute they're fighting, which is kind of natural. Hey there, Anya. Is that Anya? Yeah. So let me just go on ahead and get to it. But before I do that, sorry guys, I'm like all over the place. I wanted to ask you guys really quickly. There's somebody who only seems to speak Spanish and they are like completely distraught about not having a reading or translation in Spanish. Is there anyone out there who can translate into Spanish who may have the time to just do so? If you're feeling generous, if you can add in the captions for them, that'd be super appreciated. Um, and if you don't have the time to do that, if you can just maybe answer that person. I mean, they had like tear emojis and all this going on. I don't know why they didn't just like use the Google Translate on their phone and just record what I said and then translate and record. It tends to work pretty well. But anyway, so anybody who can take care of that for that person, it's on an older Bieber video. That would be great. Okay, so I'm gonna take another second here to refocus. Sorry about that, guys. I need to refocus here. So I'm gonna be quiet for a moment. So just bear with me here. Okay. So let's see what I get here today. I want to check and see like what's the real deal. I have reported before. This card tends to represent Hailey. I have reported before that there was going to be a bit of a facade that they put on in the public, and that this relationship's going to run its course for a little bit of time. I feel like let's see what happens. It feels like it's self-correcting itself, this relationship, and then it's unfortunately the timeline is getting a little longer, but I still feel like, January, February, between now and January, February. So, not that I'm hoping for that, but I guess because I see the inauthenticity and I see how Justin really kind of needs to be improving himself so he could really realize the true relationship he's going to be in. So Selena, my dear, if you happen to be watching this video, the more you work on yourself, and you will see this on my regular channel, I talk about this divine feminine, divine partnerships things. So the more you work on yourself, Selena, and really clean up yourself energetically, all the things that just don't serve you energetically, you're going to notice that Justin's going to start adjusting energetically as well. And then there's going to be more of a chance for you guys to be filtered back to each other. Okay, because right now the energy is within you, and it's typically in the female, ends up kind of keeping the men away, whether it ends up being in some kind of fear for the male because the connection is too close, or it's just that, whatever, you just can't, it just can't seem to gel. And in order for the male to kind of deal with the fact that it doesn't gel, he just medicates in this other he gets another relationship and medicates in it, but that person doesn't show up right. And this is how Hailey shows up all the time. She doesn't show up as a queen. She doesn't show up. Sorry about this. I can't seem to do anything about this annoying cuticle situation right now. I need to get it together. She can't seem to show up as a queen, and she definitely doesn't show up as an empress. Selena always shows up as an empress. So let me just go on here. Let me just see what these cards are. Just kind of wanted to get them out. I don't fully believe in these cards. I mean, you know, just because I was kind of like talking. Let us see here. I feel like there's some communication somewhere. There may be some text message between someone. You know, I don't fully see Justin in this, but I would suspect that maybe he was able to get a quick text message in to Selena, in my opinion. Maybe he has a way of contacting her now, but it's just kind of like fast, quick, you know, just because Hailey, who shows up, like I said, perpetually, like this Page of Swords, she is like the spy, you know, she is like this fucking CIA and shit. I'm a personal person, sidebar. If you have to do that much work to keep your man, I mean, really, like if you find yourself checking his phone, and there are times when this will authentically happen, you know, but if you find that the parameters of your relationship, like I see in almost every single reading, is that you need to be in this mode. All right, this is not the relationship for you, baby girl. Okay. So anyway, let's see what's going on. What the hell is this card? Maybe she's getting a little tired of spying. I don't know. I kind of don't feel like it. I want to read more into this card. Somebody is dropping, you know. Somebody is dropping, like, you know, the burden or whatever. So I'm going to say here, based on these cards, there's a feel that Selena has just kind of dropped back, right? It's like, okay, I can't control this situation. He is with somebody else. They're out smiling and getting fucking coffee and all this. And you know, I'm just gonna let it go and let it take its course. You know, if this is meant to be, in her mind, I feel like she's like, okay, well, he is with her, so clearly somehow it's meant to be. Well, I say to you, Selena, again, no, this isn't a divine partnership where you go into your whole belief system like, oh my God, it's meant to be. They look so happy together, getting coffee all the time. No, this is more of a karmic situation. You know, sometimes it's easier for the divine partner to stay in a karmic situation because there's a lesson that needs to be learned there. Actually, that's this. Yeah, there's a lesson that needs to be learned. It's a lower lesson, and those lessons can't be lived out with the divine partner themselves. So it's a karmic. So, you know, in a ways, Hailey is doing, you know, she's doing karmic duty here. You know, she's providing, like, a platform, let's say, for Justin to sort of get through his karma, get through all his funkiness or whatever, and begin to see what's real and get to that point. What I saw yesterday, sidebar, you guys, is that he is looking to offer a friendship with Selena because he doesn't know where to go. You know, now that he's married and all this, I saw after he leaves this marriage, whenever that is, he's already kind of emotionally gone, but I'm going to read into that and see what the deal is. But he is going to, you know, want to move forward and contact her and just start off as friends. Okay, I still see this card where he feels like, you know, this relationship is not fulfilling. It's not fulfilling, but it is teaching him something. He also feels like people don't massively don't approve of this relationship, and I think he kind of feels like going out with her. Sheesh. Going out with her is this is the wrong thing to say, but it's something in the spirit of this is tainting him is because she just doesn't meet the template of the type of woman the public energetically really knows is supposed to be with him. Let me put it like that. You know, when you look online too, you just happen to look online and you're like, everybody's like saying they look homeless together and all this. And I'm just like, really? I want you guys to take a look at this, okay? Do you see this man here on the other side of this girl? He's wounded. Okay. Um, let's say, looking at that picture, let's take that picture literally, that Justin is, you know, he's not in a full place where he's strong enough to actually leave this relationship. She does hold him up some, but the cost to be with her is pretty great, you know? And then what else I see is, thank goodness for whatever reason, somehow his money is going to be protected. To a certain extent, or at least the core amount of his money is going to be protected. Thank goodness for him and the hard work he's done. And to be quite honest, even though his mother doesn't show up and the father doesn't show up, all the hard work that the mother had put in with him at a very early age, you know. So I think, woo, she's going to get some of this money, though, actually looking at this. But look, okay, so moving on. Right? You know, Hailey doesn't mind. You know, Hailey doesn't mind settling for let's get married at the justice of the peace. I just happened to see that yesterday. You know, like looking for real information to give to you guys to be able to delve deeper into these card readings. I swear, I hope I won't end up being like researching your lives because I don't fucking care overall. Anyway, so I saw, if any of you are from New York, which I happen to be, any of you have ever been into any of those nasty ass courthouses downtown in New York, like, you know, the courtroom themselves, maybe for a few of them are nice, but you know, they have so many people in there, it has a certain smell, it's old, dank, and you know, like typically this ugly gray, and the buildings are years and years old, you know. For those of you who are at the she has one look. Oh, yeah. Kind of like Jennifer Aniston with that perpetual part down the front and this. But you know what? I'm not going to hate on that. All right. So yeah, I'm just like, okay, what kind of girl, you know, I don't want to say what kind of girl, but it's very interesting to go, you know what, let's just get married, you know, in this nasty ass courthouse in New York. Because I had assumed they got married in LA, but I spied that they got married I haven't seen this particular courthouse. I've never been to it, but I've been to a number of them. Not that I'm a criminal or anything like that, but you know, it's not that. So, you know, I mean, ill, okay? When I tell you in New York City. So, all right. So let me just get back to this. Just sidebar. Um, yeah, I just feel like, you know, she's gonna end up getting some of her hands on this money, but how she is going to do this also very much so is just kind of using his platform. You know, he obviously, to me, in my mind, looking at this card, he fully supports her monetarily, even though she's supposedly supposed to be worth $3 million. But at the end of the day, honestly, $3 million isn't a lot of money. It's a lot of money, more money than a lot of people have, but it's not a lot of money. That's like not even two houses, you know, decent house of the caliber that she be used to living to in at least, or no, maybe she could even get a condo and she should be done. So anyway, yeah, I mean this business thing she's trying to start. She's been thinking about this for a while because this card always comes up with her too, this 10 of Pentacles, you know, and her family, you know, her family and her, you know, how I normally read this card is her family being really involved. So there's that as well. There's like this unsort of spoken thing to sort of involve them as well. Let's see, what the hell is this? Hmm. It's kind of like to a certain extent. Let me just see what is this. Thank you guys for waiting because I know this is kind of meandering this reading. So I'm a little tired to be quite honest. Let me see what's going on. What does this card mean? What is this? Please. Okay. All right, this one over here. Ooh, you guys. Well, this could mean two things, right? One, I hate to break the news to you guys. There could be a possibility that she is not pregnant. Take a deep breath in. It might not mean that. And two, this could mean that this card represents Selena a lot. And it could just be lending to the fact that a lot of people don't approve of this. He doesn't have anyone but her, to be quite honest, who would prop him up. Like, he can't, to be alone right now would be out in the ice cold wind, let's say, because he's got to deal with Selena, he's got to deal with his own issues, and his parents don't truly seem to be there. So he's only really got this girl. This card may represent that Selena actually, people prefer Selena. Okay, so there's two scenarios. Either she could be just now recently pregnant, or this could just be representing Selena. I think I'm getting a hit it's representing Selena, but just keep that in the back of your mind. Oh, okay. I believe with these cards that this is representing Selena healing. Yeah. All right. Selena could really be starting to consider to be, as she's healing and stuff like that, she and Justin are both willing to talk, and that's going to cause like a big fat rift, like Justin. So take a look at this, right? You see how this tower is built up? It's like with bricks and stuff. Let me hide this cuticle. I hate it. But not enough to just get it taken care of. These bricks are kind of showing what Justin is doing, right, you guys? Can you see that? How he's built this false foundation. That's what this card basically represents. It's like a long period of living in inauthenticity, not living in your highest. So you're building this foundation, but it's like a house of cards, okay? And so when you do that for so long, the universe steps in and is like, this is enough of this. You are well off your timeline to your highest destiny. And we're just going to tear this up for you. Because that's what you agreed upon in the beginning. So these bricks are represent him continuing on in this fake relationship. I'm just going to say it's fake. It's getting a little more normal. He's getting to tolerate it a little bit better. There's a chance he may go on a lot longer with this. There's a chance this may even out. But I think that Selena is looking at this and is like, I'm getting better. I know, there's like a certain level of clarity. I know who I want. I know what my purpose is, on her side. And, she really likes this relationship with Justin. She's been praying, I would say, based on these cards. She's been praying for this. She's been, she knows the connection. She knows the connection. And yeah, so that's what that kind of seems like. But, on a small level, guys, this also could mean that Hailey might be pregnant. Although I never see any cards that Hailey's pregnant. I will put this card and some others back in there. And if it falls out, she always comes up as this, which is pretty sterile. I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but, we'll see what happens. So I think that's what that was saying. Now, okay. maybe what they were telling me is that there's going to be a little bit of communication. Again, text messages, a hello, a how are you? Hope all is well. And that's it, you know, and then developing here and there, maybe like a couple weeks later. Remember this little picture from when we went to so and so said to tell you hello, so and so over in Cape Town or whatever said to tell you hello. Oh, that's so nice. How are you feeling? I'm feeling fine, thank you. I've got a phone call now, but it's so good to hear from you. I look forward to hearing from you again. And you know, they'll just kind of, I feel like there'll be like little communications like that. This makes him feel so freaking good. You know, like this gives him life, but he's still dealing with this situation with Hailey going forward. This is going to play out for a little while. And let's take a deep breath and let's look at this from a higher level. Again, Hailey is a karmic partner. There's some kind of karmic assignment that is necessary for Justin's personal development and energetic development to be in this relationship. Okay? So, you know, there's going to be a little bit of this for a while, sorry to say. And then he'll be forced with, he'll be presented with an option to either leave this relationship or move on to another one. If he becomes comfortable in playing small, he will stay in this relationship and it will last some years, okay? If he does not, and it kind of looks like it's stabilizing, I'm not going to lie to you guys, even though Selena's coming in and all this a little bit, it may stabilize, but if not, I have to say though, it looks like it kind of is, even though it's toxic as AF, okay? Toxic. I don't know if it's that father, you know, I just feel like Hailey is like an enabler or something like that, or she doesn't stimulate him enough to be in his highest and best. And Lord knows, by the way, you guys, they're watching these videos, or somebody they know is watching these videos, because have you noticed, I noticed yesterday, I was like, Justin all of a sudden fixed his hair. Could somebody talk to me about that? Hey, Mel. How are you? No, Butterfly, I don't sense that she is going to be pregnant, but I don't, in all fairness to you guys, I don't tap into Hailey's energy like that, because sidebar, even though I read these people, I read the energy that's available to me. I don't go digging, I don't go pressing into people's energy field to find out stuff. I don't believe in that. Some readers you'll find will do that. I don't agree with that. So whatever energies we're pulling out here is energies that they're making available in the ether, let's say, or in the collective sphere, you know. So it's energy that's okay to be read, in my opinion. Okay. So no, is the short answer is no, I personally don't feel that, but it doesn't matter, because so many of you care so much. I can't, when I see a card like that, I can't pass it over and just say, this is definitely Selena. I've got to tell you guys, there may be a chance. Okay. But for the most part, what I can tell you is I never see her as pregnant. Never, ever, ever see her as pregnant. I saw Meghan Markle as pregnant in August. I saw her announcing it. I don't get those kind of cards here. I don't get that they're with child. It's possible with these few family cards, but usually when somebody's pregnant, the cards tend to come forth stronger, like with a more in-focused meaning and communication. All right, so let me take a look at this Five of Wands here. I feel like Justin is, guys, not the greatest news, but I feel like Justin is suppressing some feelings. I think he's playing small. He's like up and down, up and down. Remember, I kind of told you that? I think he's playing small. Let's see what's going to happen going forward, because I feel like I said, I feel like this relationship is starting to stabilize out a little bit. And, you know, like, let's see. I went off subject and I was saying, you know, they are watching, I believe, some of these videos or somebody, because like I said, Justin suddenly decided to fix his hair yesterday. Did you guys see that? Oh, okay. Okay, Mel. Yeah, Mel said somebody saw Hailey drinking alcohol, but remember, Mel, at the same time, if people want to keep a pregnancy private, they'll just say, you know, put a non-alcoholic drink in my cup. So I would say, you know, most likely that doesn't happen. And I agree with you. I lean a lot more toward, I just feel like there's such a slim chance of her being pregnant. All right. There's this level of wanting to have a reunion, but there's also this level. Oh, okay. Somebody told me yesterday Hailey's birthday is like November 22nd or something like that. Excuse me. I feel like he is going to be forced, not forced, but given the state that he's in, and he's choosing a level of survival by staying with her, let's say, you know, so he is going to get deeper with her. You know, it's going to go deeper. It's going to continue, like I said, with that tower, to build a false foundation with her. And at some point, that shit's going to come down in a very ugly way. I'm not trying to put any negativity onto them, but I'm just speaking what's going on here in the general energies. Okay, yeah. Hailey's birthday is coming up. I feel like they're planning her birthday or something like that. And then, you know, she is, I guess, is she a heavy drinker? It kind of looks like she gets down like that. Hmm. Hold on 1 second. What is this? What is this? It's weird. You know, guys, this shit is like all over the place. But I'm telling you, I feel like I know what this is. It's because people have feelings. They don't want to be in the relationship, but they're participating in it. So the cards are like this way, and then they're like that way, and like this way. So it's just kind of like dealing with the thoughts. Okay, I'm going to go and do this with this girl, but okay, I really don't want to be with her. I really want to go away. I really want to be away from this situation permanently. I feel like somebody's going to announce, Justin or whatever, that he's maybe going to go on a trip due to his exhaustion or something, or that he's exhausted and he's going to leave this situation, walk out of this situation. Let me see what kind of leaving it is, though. What kind of leaving is this? Ugh. I hate when the readings are like this, all over the place. I think it's more like a spiritual thing, but in that spiritual thing, he will be reevaluating the marriage. I told you guys, you know, like yesterday, it feels like he was like ready to, he's having like serious thoughts of leaving this marriage. And that actually kind of makes sense yesterday, because he had that argument with her apparently yesterday, and the father was a little bit involved in it. And apparently I saw, thank you. I think it was Diane who posted the link. The father like smacked him on his butt, which I felt was kind of like, really. So I just feel like, the kind of people. All right, yeah, I definitely feel like he's making a decision because he's not happy. But guys, he's not ready. He's not ready. He's gonna stay in this for a little while. Poor thing. I don't know what. If he had some real friends and support system, then he could feel like he could leave this. But I don't think, you know, he's gonna do that. I mean, he's already married to this person, so. Did you guys also see all of a sudden him and his mom with Hailey and him? Or yeah, his mom came in like yesterday or something. I kind of feel like I'm like, oh, okay, I feel like there's a chance that they're either watching these readings, mine or other people's, and they're like, you know, or just getting general feedback from the public. These are all in reverse. I don't read cards in reverse, but I'm going to go ahead this time around. Okay. So there's the Lovers here, the High Priestess. It's all in reverse. Ten of Swords. You know, there's just this hard decision or whatever. It's a tough decision to get back to Selena, I think. I think he feels like it's so fucking impossible, you know? They'll have this small bit of communication, but it's still like so up in the air, because then Hailey, who doesn't come up in this particular explanation, comes up before. She hawking his phone, like emotionally cornering him just a little bit. You know, I don't want to say that doesn't come out strongly, but all the indications and the math equations are there for her to have done that. So I don't know. It's pretty sad. Let's see what's going on here. Where are we with this? 31. Okay. Yeah, but Butterfly, I don't think he's showing up like that. I don't know if you saw my reading yesterday. I don't think Stephen Baldwin's showing up that way. And then when you think of a man who swats a like 24-year-old guy on the butt, I'm not sure that he knows how to handle situations in an adult fashion, you know? If that is, you know, your daughters arguing with her husband and then you go and swat him on the butt. Like, you're supposed to be the pillar of maturity, right? You're not supposed to be stepping into this role, which feels inferior, by playfully swatting somebody on the butt instead of really just sitting down and addressing something with them if you have an issue with them. You know, like, so for me, it's like Stephen Baldwin, no disrespect to him, because I know I wasn't there in that situation. I don't really know what happened between those three people. I don't really fucking care, ultimately. But I would say generally, based on what I saw, you know, it doesn't seem like he is like the role model. Okay. Which leads to me, if he's making decisions like that, he's making decisions, you know, in an inferior manner to me in a lot of ways, in his finances and his whole life. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to him, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I doubt that he's like a real role model to Justin. No disrespect. That's just the math. I'm just doing the math here. I don't know what this teach card is, but there's this level of new vitality. I don't think that it's anything super exciting because, you know, he's just trying to stabilize his relationship, I think, or he's just biding time with Hailey. And I think, you know, because this father is showing up and trying to normalize the relationship with all the family stuff, it makes it a lot easier to just sit there and eat the poison. Now, I don't really mean to call them poison or anything, but it's just the best way I can kind of explain it. It's becoming immune to the poison. You know, they're not literally poison, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this whole inauthentic situation is a level of poison. Why does this come out over? Yeah, I just feel like there's some emotional stability over here. That, you know, when the father does come in, by the way, Butterfly, that there is a sense of community, you know, but I don't think it's anything else than that. It's just a group of people, you know, like a group of people who have spent 20 years together And you know, they celebrate each other's birthday, and then now Justin is included in that. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Oh my god. All right, let's just pull like the romance angel cards, the quintessential, well overused romance angel cards. Release your ex. Oh shoot. Flirt wanted to come out. Let me turn these cards over. I don't want to see what happens. This one. It's safe for you to love. The soulmate card is sitting like right here. So I'm just going to put it as a higher general energy. Okay. So again, I don't think that this, with the soulmate here, I don't think that this represents Selena. Here goes the reconciliation card. Did you guys see that turned over? I think the cards are using this to say this is representing Hailey. I hope you guys don't think I'm being biased. I swear I'm not. She is his ex in that emotionally he's like checked out with her, you know. He does enjoy a general amount with her, but I think he's really like really bored with that Five of Swords I showed you guys earlier. Here's the soulmate card that was sitting upright in the middle of the deck that came up in my face. And then the reconciliation card flew out. So it was like it was trying to clarify what I was thinking with this, because I wanted to make sure I wasn't making a mistake in saying the ex wasn't Hailey. Interesting, because that's how I read it. So then there's flirt. It's safe for you to love. There's a reconciliation. So let's just get rid of this for a second and let's just see. I'm going to wrap this up. And I'm going to do a soul reading on Hailey, which is going to be not Hailey, sorry, Selena. What's the deal here? There's deception going on. This was the card we got last week. If you guys remember that trailer video I gave you before the big Sunday reading on them. You know, there's like a false mask, you know, putting on appearances for the public. Where is this relationship going to be in 3 months? Where is this relationship going to be in 3 months? There is engagement here, meaning that it's still going to be going, most likely. An enjoyment, I think. Sorry about this. Yeah, I think he's going to be in a period where it's like, you know, I'm married. Let me just try to make the effort, you know, but he's going to be confronted with loving himself first, you know, and that may be, unfortunately for a lot of you guys, that may be the way that he feels he is loving himself. Like, you know what? Okay, maybe this situation isn't perfect, but I've already married. You know, this is generally tolerable. You know, I don't see any love cards. Did you guys see any love cards? I didn't see anything representing any real love in here that I can significantly remember. There's this new love. So, you know, I feel like also Hailey and her people, if Hailey and her people are watching these videos, then she's deciding to improve with every video. It's like, oh, okay, he needs me to be authentically more supportive. Oh, okay, he needs my father to back off. I'll back my father off. So it could be lengthening the timeline if she's watching this video. She's watching any of them, really. All right. There is separation, guys. So, you know, it doesn't freaking matter. Doesn't freaking matter. There's separation. You see the separation card always comes up for them. And there's religious factors. The first time I ever read for Justin and Hailey, this religious factors thing came up again. I do believe, if I remember correctly, her father is very religious. So I don't know, again, if they were kind of pressured to get married just because they wanted to spend more authentic time together as a couple. I don't know, but the separation is there. What the heck is this? What the heck is this religious factors? What is this exactly? I don't know what that means. Oh, a requirement. Okay. It's a requirement. You know, guys, I will say I do get better and better at reading like these cards, doing this stuff every day. So it does benefit me because they're giving me different meanings. So this is interesting. That's the first time I've ever read this as a requirement, and that's what that is. Will you please shut up? All right. And I feel like, this requirement was done under a little bit of duress, to a certain extent, a little bit of coaxing, a little bit of forcing, to a certain extent. But I'm not going to dig deep into that because we already kind of know what the energies are with that. And let's do a final thing for Justin, Hailey, Justin, Hailey. What's up? I don't even see love really on Hailey's part. I just see all the time passion and infatuation. I told you, she's very sexually attracted to this man. And nothing wants to fly out. Nothing for Hailey wants to fly out. Nothing. I just did that. Actually. Yeah, let's see. Passion, healing family issues, and expressing your love. There is kind of this self-esteem thing that exists with her. That to me, she can only look at Justin as sort of like a trophy prize. And to me, she looks like, she looks at him still like a fan, kind of. There's that fan energy, /groupie energy, trophy energy there. So I don't feel like she really sees him 100%, yet and still. But I do feel like things are stabilizing a bit. I do think that they will make just a little bit more of a connection, unfortunately. And, only unfortunately because it's not, according to the cards, really authentic. But on his side, there are red flags for him. Okay? There are red flags with this union, And again, yeah, there's just so much fan energy here. Let me see what's going on. All right, 2 minutes on this. He really needs to connect to God authentically. They could be using God to kind of guilt him. Maybe that's what that was about, that religious factor, The religious factor also could be the marriage, actually, to a certain extent. They could be using that to kind of keep him in. Again, I feel like the universe is asking for him to kind of move out of this. But again, guys, I think he's going to be in this for a little while. Let me just do this. I'm just steady trying to dig for real answers. Why the heck do the cards show this and then they're all happy in public? Oh, well, maybe we're going to get news. I think they're going to get news kind of that she is starting a business. We all already kind of know that. Or news with this card falling like this, that her having wanted to start that business is just she's going to drop it. There's either that or, hold up. Oh, there may be news that he actually drops the relationship. That may be news. I don't know. I think he's still hanging around a bit, but there still keeps coming these cards going, they're still leaving and stuff. Something big and major is going to happen. Some kind of announcement, something. Maybe it's a fight between these two or whatever. Here's that Tower card again. I think he already is really, really angry, and her job has been to try to calm him, and he may explode, He may really explode because he's so freaking confused. I think he feels disillusioned to a certain extent. confused, like tricked a little bit, let's say, you know, like all illusion. He's trying to cut through that. His cards came up so strongly yesterday, and then today they're just like so wishy-washy. This is why it's like not worth it to necessarily read for people day in and day out. Justice, Ace of Fire, and Queen of Air. Again, to me, the Justice card seems to come up to represent the marriage again. There's something regarding it. The mother could be pressing for them to have a proper wedding. Hailey's mother. What is this? What is this Ace of Fire? Let me see. Jesus. All right, here goes the moon again. All right. This card came up representing Justin yesterday. Doesn't usually represent a person, but it did come up representing him. All right. Okay. There is a small chance he could be hiring a woman to look into this secretly. I'm going to say that's just one small possibility there. I'm talking about a female lawyer. It could represent a male too, since it's a general reading sort of, but I feel like it's kind of female. He could contract or retain an attorney to look into this marriage or whatever, because he's confused about it, and he's confused about how his money and his legacy is going to go, and he feels observed, you know, observed by these people. I feel like he will also use this woman to communicate with Selena. And maybe there's some, I don't know, do you guys know if Justin has a some kind of business with her? Like a real business, a partnership on any level? Is there something that we might not know about that they have a joint investment in somewhere that somebody might know about? Because he may use that through this lawyer to use that maybe as an excuse to communicate with Selena. Whatever the communication is going to be between the two of them, it's just going to be small communication. You know, it's going to be something very slow that redevelops between the two of them. I can't even see like the end of it where it's going, but I always know they will always have a connection. Okay, so what is his truth bomb for today? Woo! I've never seen this truth bomb before. Oh my God, look at this guy. Don't take any shit. Oh my God. Justin, if you're watching this. Okay. What is Hailey's truth bomb? Can you guys please tell me? This card came up for, I think it was her before. And I always cannot tell what this word says. Does this word say greedy? Admit to, I'm completely reading this like backwards. Admit to, what is this? Admit to what you feel greedy about. It will point to your most tender desire, which is to feel loved at the end of the day. Okay. Okay. Yeah, guys. Yeah, thanks. I read greedy too. All right. Determination is so beautiful. I don't know who that's for. What is Selena? Let's see what Selena is. I feel, therefore I am. She's in total self-development. It's really good. It's really good. All right, guys. So look, I am totally bullshitting with this reading. I love you guys, actually. I usually never, ever say that, you know. You know, outside of the United States, people are always saying, why you Americans always say that? I love you. I love you. Like, you don't even know me. I love you. So when I say I love you, I never say I love you to the audience or whatever, but loving you guys, loving the community, loving that I could be able to help. And I'm just totally BSing now because I enjoy just being able to help out in this way. You know, I enjoy that you guys are really feel like you're getting your answers and stuff like that. And so let's end this really quickly. with another light bomb of love for Justin. So guys, can we all just kindly take a deep breath in and just breathe out all of your drama, personal drama and stuff for the day, all that mental distraction. Take one more deep breath in and release all of that. Relax your shoulders some more. Take another deep breath in, relax your shoulders some more on the exhale. Okay, and let's go. Justin Bieber. Okay, we picture him, right? Beautiful, shimmering white light. Healing, beautiful white light. Let's start at the top of Justin's head. Bring it down over his body. Envelop him in this white light. Expand it. Fill it with love. Fill it with love. Fill it with love. Thank you, Justin. Everything you've done, every song you've created, fill it with that love. Just go straight from the heart. Every bit of gratitude you ever had for this man, every bit of everything he's ever written and sung with emotion that has helped you through your pain, the gratitude, fill it, fill it, fill it, fill it, fill it. Okay? Fill, 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 fill. And ask for healing for him, healing in the way that he needs it, not the way we think he needs it. Okay, deep breath in. Whenever you're ready, exhale, bringing this to a close. All right, and then pink light for ourselves. Just really appreciating ourselves and really acknowledging ourselves for what good people we are to sit on this, this reading and actually send this light out to this person. And to be grateful to source and creation, knowing that the universe is set up this way where we can send love to people, that we are connected. We are connected. We connect to this person through their work in the world, through what their work, how their work has reached us, how their work touches us, even though we've never met this person. And now we can repay this person when they are in need. Now I'm making myself cry. When they are in need, we can send them some love and gratitude. Okay? All right. So guys, so it is that Justin is on his path, that he has the right people coming across, helping him to realize his higher truth on every step of the way, and that he is really realizing his higher purpose, and that he, at the end of the day, knows that there's a community out here that truly loves him, truly cares about his well-being, and sends him the best wishes for the best health. All right, guys, that's it for now. So please, guys, hit the like button. There's like 30 of you in the room. That would be like super helpful. Helps this come on your timeline faster. It helps to get things circulating faster. I'm like totally burnt out. All right, so I'm going. Nobody wants to hit the like button. Okay. If you guys don't hit the like button and help me out, then I can't come in and do these videos even when I kind of feel like, oh, I kind of would like to do something for you guys and so on and so forth. And I'll be like, no, it's not worth my time. I'm not building my channel that way. So nobody wants to hit the like button, so on and so forth. They just want to sit here, look, and just watch me exert all my energy in this reading and just be like, whatever, and it's free. It's free to hit the like button. Free, free, free. All right. So thanks to you guys who did hit the like button, but I'm going to go on to the next video. For those of you who didn't and now are changing your mind, please just hit the like button after I close this video out and it turns into a regular video. All right. What's up? Oh yeah, Kay. I noticed that as well. And I have wondered about that. I was like, is that just because, he has a bodyguard and the bodyguard holds open the doors and stuff like that. So he doesn't need to walk with her and then open the door for her or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know if that's like an old people thing, but usually the guy will stand aside and he'll, a lot of times walk behind you and press open the door so that you can go out in it, or come out front and then come around and open the door for you, like if you guys are walking out. But I noticed he walks in front of her a lot in the pictures I saw yesterday. All right. Okay. I'm going, you guys. I'm going to do a video on Selena now. And that will be what I do for the day. Okay. Thanks. Bye.